Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks. So just looking at the market today, a very quiet day. Right now we have 47 million in volume traded, and again, that's right along the lightest for the year. Today's a Monday. We're coming off of a slow week last week, which was the holiday shortened week, and again, we have not seen any uptick in volume. But the interesting thing about today is that the markets are not able to push to the upside. In fact, what you saw here, folks, was a bullish move. This is a sideways, right? A move up here, and then a consolidation sideways, which is generally considered bullish consolidation. And as you can see, the market was not able to break higher in the short term. We have yet to take out the high from the gap up this morning here. So that's just showing me a little bit of minor weakness. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing that's getting me all riled up, but it is showing me a little bit of hesitation on the markets in the short term. And again, you can see we're slowly inching down with about 45 minutes left to go in the trading day. So just something to watch there, folks, again, as we're trading the markets and continuing to monitor things, and I will be watching this for the rest of the day. But that is something that stands out to me, at least in the short term, especially considering in light volume, the market usually has no problem in breaking to the upside. Now, this week, we have a lot of keys. You have China economic data. You have ECB potentially lowering interest rates. You have also the jobs data, which is coming out on Friday, and also Wednesday we have the private sector jobs numbers on Wednesday, and unemployment and non-farm payrolls on Friday. So there's a lot of things here, and interestingly enough, spiders have now gone slightly to the negative side, so something we just want to kind of keep on our radar here in the coming days. But yeah, very interesting market here. Considering the bullish pattern failed in light volume, definitely something you want to pay attention to. A couple other stocks in motion here today. We have CVX. Okay, CVX is trading down on the day. That's showing weakness there. Right now we have the Dow up 13 points, NASDAQ down 13, and the S&P down about half a point on the day. One thing that jumps out at me as well is the fact that the NASDAQ is down today. All right, so remember, over the last few weeks we've seen the NASDAQ lead the market. Today, there's no doubt about it. Right now, Dow's up 14, NASDAQ's down 13. That's a pretty wide variance on performance of those two indexes, and it reckons back to how things were 2 to 3 weeks ago when we were kind of seeing some selling in the markets because the NASDAQ was lagging. So it also just another thing that you want to pay attention to. These are just small little aspects that you want to be aware of. Day trading has been phenomenal today. First hour of the day, there were plenty of day trades. Got a little quieter throughout the rest of the day, but still very, very, very good day trading action out there. And again, just some interesting price action out there. Take a look at Facebook. Facebook's down on the day. We're seeing Apple. Take a look at Apple. Apple's down about $7.50, so beautiful little sell-off on Apple. That stock's bringing, obviously, the NASDAQ in. Amazon's taking a hit today, down about $5. So you can see a lot of the big-name tech stocks are down on the day and actually under some decent pressure out there as well. Okay? That's what we're seeing there. In terms of the Dow stocks, I mean, Dow's mixed. One thing that jumps out at me as well on the Dow is JP Morgan. JP Morgan is down even though the Dow is slightly positive. And look at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs was down sharply but has slowly climbed out of its hole here to move back to the upside. So just something we want to pay attention to on relative strength in the financials. And right now you have a mixed bag there. Very much mixed. 3M's down a little bit. Exxon's down. We talked about Chevron being down. DuPont's down a little bit. So you have a fair mix on the Dow. I would say it's about 50-50 up-down, with the Dow just trading up a few points on the day. And again, the S&P is flat. NASDAQ is down right now about 12.5 points as the markets are bouncing back up just a little bit if we flip back to the SPY. Interestingly enough, if we go to gold today, gold is down again today. So if you look at gold on Friday, it had a decent reversal after some recent losses. But today, right back down and actually made a nice little double bottom, but really just floating barely up. So this is not a good sign if you're a gold bull out there. Now, I'm not a gold bull. I've been a gold bear, and that's been working perfectly. But you have to not like the reversal on Friday, considering today's price action. And for me, I still have a target of 118 to 118.50 for gold chart here. And really, it's been an amazing drop on gold. Gold has just gotten smoked across the board. All right, what else do we have here? Let me just kind of continue to scan through, see if there's anything else on the radar. Again, markets are really hovering just around the flat line. NASDAQ weaker, Dow stronger. on the day. If we take a look at oil today, oil continues to pull back just a little bit. I called for the pullback after the holiday weekend because now the gouging for the consumer does not have to be done anymore since driving is at a minimal amount until the next holiday, which will be July 4th. What I would anticipate is see this 20 MA right here in this little area. You're going to come into that area, kiss it, and then start to slowly move up again into the July 4th holiday. So that's what I'm expecting there as well with oil. And again, I would say there's a little bit more weakness, but you're near the lows, and then you'll slowly start to move back up in the short term on the oil trade. All right, other stocks out there that are due to be watched. Zillow. Zillow's an interesting one. So Zillow was downgraded today, and the stock was down as much as $4+, and it's reversed to basically the flat line. And what I told my members in the intraday stock chat is that stocks don't top out on downgrades, they top out on upgrades. It's very counterintuitive, right? But it actually makes sense. If you remember Apple in 2012, at $700 a share, it was upgraded to like $1,000 price targets by multiple brokerage firms, and that's where the top was. If you remember Twitter at $70 to $75, upgraded a bunch there, that was the top. Zillow's at all-time highs or near all-time highs, and it was downgraded. That should be a dead indicator that it isn't at the top yet. So again, what it needs to do is honestly run up and get a couple upgrades, and then if you get a couple upgrades, then you probably top out in the chart. But it's just a little of an interesting factor that you want to pay attention to here on the charts. Okay, so that's what we have going on there. Let me just kind of scan through again and see if there's anything else out there. I think that's about it for today, folks. Let's just go back to the spiders, which seem to be, after that little bit of selling, kind of bouncing back in light volume. And let me just go to the 10-minute chart here. And you can see early in the day we had a nice gap up and a pretty sharp sell-off, and then we bounced back here. But this is what I'm paying attention to, this bullish pattern that is trying to recover. See how it's bouncing up? They're trying to save it here because of the light volume, but I don't know if they can. And again, 48 million shares. 48 million on the spiders. That's so light. Really unbelievably light. And it'd be interesting, again, to see how that all plays out. All right, guys. I'm going to get going here. Have a great afternoon, great evening. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take the 7-day free trial to the Research Center. Join the pros. Let's make some money. Take care.